UnDead makes his return. His triumphant return at 1:16 a.m. in the morning, when any normal person would be asleep right now. I'm not. And I was just sitting here with my cat, and I was like, you know what, let's go live for a little while. What's it gonna hurt? If someone shows up, cool. If not, cool. I just want to go live and see if I still can get the feeling for it that I used to get. I had a lot of fun covering the Black Lives Matter protest. Not so much the protest to me, but the rioting is what drew me to it. Like, what these people are complaining about, they're wasting their time. It's just something to do. You think anybody's listening out there? Do you think any politician is listening to these people? Yeah, they're not. What's up, sweet girl? What's up, baby? I'm talking to the world of none.
Sometimes they do, but not this time.
It's my cat. She's a cool cat. Say hey, kitty cat. Hey, kitty cat. Hey. Aw. Ain't she cute? Ain't she just the most adorable? When she was a kitten, she used to tear my arms up. She would, I don't know, my sister got the cat for me. Hey, Jareth, what's up, dude? My sister got the cat for me. And I think it was taken away from its parents too early before the mother cat was able to teach it that certain things hurt. Well, like, this cat, like, clawed my arms up, like, for years. It looked like I was crawling through barbed wire all the time. And
second time they've had pizza.
Hang on a minute.
I actually had a piece earlier.
Cool. Okay, I wanted to get the chat right. Okay, what? Alright, let's see. Why is it not popping up on the screen? Let me get that right. Chat box. I need a chat.
I don't know. Let me time some of them out.
Chat box. Oh, yeah. There we go.
Please don't
That's
use those hateful statements in the chat.
There we go. Cool. I didn't want to do anything like extravagant because I've noticed the last time I went live for a little while, my shit was real laggy, like, and that makes it so much more complicated to do anything because you're having to wait for the computer to catch up with you, and it sucks. How have I been? Man, I've had my ups and downs, man. It's been a crazy last year. The last year has been... It's been an interesting year, man. But I've grown, and I've been through a lot. Lost a
I
lot.
don't know if I believe it or not.
I,
Call this, it's, here.
but I found a lot too. So this past year has been an experience, and you know, I found victory in some things. I accomplished some stuff that I could have very easily just stopped and not finished. I got that done. I still have a roof over my head, so that's good. I got lights. You know, I got. You know, but I've been alone a lot the last year. By my choice to be alone. I purposefully isolated myself for about a year, and I didn't want anyone to see me. I didn't want anyone to see me, so I hid away. The only person who did see me was my girlfriend, and that was it. People at the store, you know. I hid myself away, which was very unhealthy. But at the same time, in that emptiness, and that being alone, avoiding the world, you know, you kind of, you detach in a way. You detach. And, but then there's times where you're like, am I delusional in a world I just don't understand? Or or am I doing it the way that life should be done, but everyone else knows you got to play that role that you're given? I don't know. I'm a little, I smoked a little marijuana. Don't worry, it's illegal here.
Oh, shit.
It's good stuff, too. It's good stuff. I highly recommend it for everybody. The world would be a better place. Everyone just smoked a joint. That's how I feel. What's going on with the world? Jesus, I swear. I've gotten religious. That's how scared I am of the world right now. I've gotten a little religious. I'm saying the holy prayer every night before I go to bed. I'm trying to get right with Jesus because here's the thing. Either politicians know about what the Bible says and they know about it and they're just ignorant to it and saying, nah, well, what we're doing is sort of like that, but we're doing it. Nah, it's just a book. It's just a book. It's either like that or they know what they're doing and they're doing it on purpose to set up the revelations. You know what I'm saying? They know what they're doing and they're writing the script and they're acting and people are just following along. They either are completely ignorant to what the Bible and the Quran and all that shit says, or they know about it and are purposely doing it, leading us to our annihilation. One or the other. I've come to believe that. And that's why Trump is mentioning God so much. God, we want to thank God after those bombers blew it up. It blew it to smithereens. So thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. Their holy war has been brought here to our house. Their holy war is never going to end until everyone's wiped off the fucking earth. Because in their religion, You get rewarded in the afterlife for killing the infidels. A Turker Muhammad Jihad, you know? They get rewarded for taking me out, you know? It's kind of not cool.
You can get in contact with 805 Immigrant Coalition and or VC Defensa and or your different lawyers. Again, this is a struggle that
And don't tell nobody, shh.
for many of
Don't
us.
tell nobody I said this, but
That is going to continue, and it's not
why do we
everything.
kiss Israel's ass
Come back
so
against
much?
tomorrow and control our streets.
Why?
We need more volunteers with
I'm just
805
wondering
Immigrant
why.
Coalition
Like,
and VC Defensa, so please sign up after
like
today.
why? I don't get it. Why are we so... I know it has something to do with Abraham Accord or something like that. But you know, it's like they'll do a ceasefire for like 7 days, right? And that basically just gives everyone time to regroup. But then the Israel one will like do a sneak attack like about 3 days into it, you know, and kill a bunch of people and ruin the ceasefire. And then, but then the media will play it off when Iran reattacks. Iranian missiles hit a whatchamacallit. We'll mention the Israeli sneak attack first. I don't understand it, man. I don't understand it. I don't see why America is so... What does Israel give us? What do they do? Do they produce oil? Do they have, like, you know, any minerals or something that they can be giving us? Do they make stuff? Are we getting anything out of just defending them and doing whatever? I just got a like on a comment on a video I posted on. Let's see what it said. Let's see what it says.
Shame on you! 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 Shame on you!
Okay. Yeah. It was a video talking about where Dark Sideville has been for the last couple days. What's interesting is
Y'all are poisoning yourselves doing this shit. Putting tear gas in the field.
I don't know. They were joking that he could be gone because his mom
your family, that your
or
kids are
something.
gonna use
You know.
later.
I don't find that to be too funny. I mean, you know, it's DSP. Everyone knows who he is. You know. But joking around about a dead parent. I don't know. It's just not my bag, man. And I guess where I lost a parent, you know, I don't find anything funny in that. But the rest of the stuff is pretty funny. The other ideas of where he's at is pretty funny. I just don't like, you know. But like one of the comments said, comedy is subjective. Can't argue with that. Can't argue with that at all, man. What's up with the world flooding? Has anybody noticed that? The world flooding? Instead of watching these stupid people do absolutely fucking nothing, I want to show you guys a video. Let's see, what's it called? Oh my god, I can't remember. Cloud seeding. Oh. Cloud seeding for sure. Abso-fucking-lutely. Damn it, I can't remember the name of it. It's
There was at one time.
shit.
It's still debatable. They arrested 200 or 300 people, maybe at least 100 people inside this. It was said to be a tomato.
That's some crazy shit happening all over the world, and it's flooding right now in North Carolina, and well, I don't know if it's still North Carolina, but I want you guys to watch this. It's from World of Signs. I highly recommend going and subscribing to that channel. He updates fairly weekly. Sometimes every other day, depending on how much stuff is going on. Have you guys ever heard of this dude named Moon Henry? This shirt is itchy. I'm gonna change shirts. I'll be right back. Yeah, have you guys ever heard of a dude named Moon Henry? He's onto a lot of stuff. A lot of, let me turn this down a little bit. A lot of conspiracy type stuff. Let me show you that real quick. Yeah, Moon Henry. Pretty good dude. Let's see. One day ago.
They are saying the river level rose 20 foot in 30 minutes. Just as impossible, the same impossibility of 47 foot in 1 hour like in Texas. And what you're seeing right here is in New Mexico where the horse stables are flooded and they cannot get out. And yes, the flood was both in New Mexico and in Oklahoma. Just wait till you see what I gotta show you. And just wait till I show you what Greg Abbott had to say about Texas. So you see his two charts beside me. Again, in Texas, it was 47 foot in 1 hour. How do we have the same exact flow with this one, New Mexico, 30 minutes at 20 foot? Is that not statistically impossible, the same exact flow rate and all? By the way, completely unrelated, 1000%. Check out this happy little burst that this girl was able to find. It was from just a little bit ago. I wonder what caused the radar glitch over Oklahoma. Now back to the floods, this guy comes out and he shows us how unprecedentedly strong that this water, this flow is, that it debarks trees. This was the Texas one. Let's see what...
I mean, look at that. That is absolutely fucking... from water. And definitely the satellites, the radars and stuff. There's a lot of weird shit too on there, man.
Greg Abbott had to say about it. So one of the reporters had asked him, whose fault, who's to blame for this? And then what he said was, you're a loser.
The question needs to be addressed. You ask, I'm going to use your words. Who's to blame? Know this. That's the word choice of losers. Let me explain one thing about Texas.
You heard that, right? And I kid you not, the example he gave right after he said that you can go watch it yourself about how Texans love football. Everyone in Texas, high school, college, they all love football. Don't believe me? Go watch.
The fuck does football have anything to do with, hey, look, my city's underwater, dude. You know, my house got washed away. But yay football. Yay football.
The Schumann frequency glitched again when the flood started yesterday. Wait until you see what I found again, not related, concerning the floods, you know, in Arkansas, Oklahoma, New Mexico, Chicago, Texas, and all over the world. And by the way, it's not just floods, there are revelatic signs shut up everywhere. Not related at all, signs of great frequency changes. Just behind me is Afghanistan. Oddly enough and not related, it happened at the same exact time as
Oklahoma and Afghanistan, same fucking time. We're in the end times, man. We are in the fucking end times. I'm scared to swear to God, but I do. We are in the end times.
all the other states. So look at all these charts you see right here. What you see is that in 4 or 5 different states, we had 1 in 1,000 year floods all on the same day. Go back a day or two. You got Chapel Hill, go back a day. You got Texas again. 2 more 1,000 year floods all at the same time. Did you know that statistically impossible, that the weather today in 2025 is impossible? But did you know yesterday around the world while the floods are going on, the floods all around the world, not just the US, did you know that there were 2 massive earthquakes in Guatemala? Not just that, did you know that in Washington there were 400 earthquakes at this mountain? Yeah, no joke, 400 earthquakes under Mount Rainier. Look at this, not just a frequency in the spectrum, but the red dot. So after my last discovery, seeing that the Texas flood started at the same exact time, we had the anomaly on the Schumann frequency that correlated with the perfect time in everything, frequency pattern that none of us who study the Schumann frequency have ever seen in our life, which I also caught for a crazy storm in North Carolina last year. Look at this black line right here where the Schumann frequency, the frequency was so insane where it could not read properly. 1000% unrelated, not relevant at all. It just happened to be the exact time of all the floods we had yesterday.
We had a storm where I live where the storm came up and it stopped like directly over like me and the, you know, surrounding counties and stuff, and it just hovered and like kind of spiraled a little bit and then gradually just dissipated into nothing. And that was a pretty bad storm. We've had some bad ones here in southern Virginia.
Because this grid measures the frequency, the resonance of the earth. As in the days of Noah. Noah, not this Noah, Noah. Am I right? You will know at some point in the future that everything is frequency and everything can be detected even way back, building these crazy structures with frequency to this. And by the way, completely unrelated 1000%, who was the frequency mastermind again? Tesla, right? I wonder what happened to his inventions. After all these impossibilities, the probability of our hurricanes...
you know, it was Donald Trump's uncle that got all the files, all of the Tesla files. It was Uncle Trump, or Trump's uncle. Forget his name, but go look it up. Go look it up.
Being the worst one we've ever seen is very high. Keep that in mind when it comes time to leave. Are y'all seeing what the Austin Fire Department is saying in regards to the Kerrsville flood? It sounds very, very familiar to a situation I remember last year. And what you're seeing behind me is the 1 in 1,000 year flood that just took over North Carolina. This is the aftermath. So the Austin Fire Department is saying a lot of things on their Twitter. They're saying that they tried to send people out to Kerrsville 2 days earlier because they saw it coming. And what they're saying is they were not allowed to dispatch their people, likely costing many, many lives.
That's absolute bullshit. I don't see how the hell they weren't allowed. They were coming to bring supplies, but they weren't allowed to. Wow. Almost like they wanted all these people to you know, perish. It's very... Hey, we bought stuff for you that you're going to need for this upcoming storm that's going to be really bad. No, we don't want it. Go away. Go away. Shoo. We don't want your help. Everything's under control. Nothing to see here. And then dead bodies everywhere.
1000% unrelated. Look how cool the clouds are in Texas right now today, July 8th. I'm sure if they would have been able to dispatch people on July 2nd, it would have made a world of difference. Think about people actually being there and warning of what may come and just the difference in the outcome. By the way, this is more flooding in Texas right now as we speak. And again, I remember something very similar happening last year to blocking help.
Remember, this
and we
is
would have
only,
not known this unless these people came forward and told us, just like last time.
Only a day
Over
ago.
100 lives lost. The fire chief said it was about money, but they would have been reimbursed for their dispatching and their efforts. I really feel like we're living in a bad movie at this point. Beaches all over America are randomly popping up.
You know, it's weird he said it feels like we're living in a movie, because I feel like I'm living close to the end. I don't know if anybody else has ever felt that way, but I feel like I'm living close to the end. That the end is near, and I'm here, and it's close, and that's I'm just here for it. As crazy as that sounds, I don't know, but I feel like I'm here for the end. It's hard to explain.
With a deadly virus. You know how things are really insane right now? Yeah, let's add to it. Because after I show you this, I have something else to show you that's not related whatsoever. So what they're finding at these beaches and why they're not allowing people to swim is because they're finding the Vibrio bacteria all over the place. Vibrio bacteria has a 1 in 5 mortality rate if people can actually find out they have it soon enough. But it's really crazy because there's something else going around right now that has the same exact symptoms, meaning the very last thing you would even expect to have would be the Vibrio bacteria. And shout out to Alan McGraw for putting me on this Vibrio story. And also, the heightened Vibrio bacteria all over these beaches happened just in time for the July 4th weekend. How about that timing, right? So here are some of the beaches that have it right now. And I was researching this Vibrio bacteria, and it said certain things that can make it worse is excessive heat. Like, I don't know, this anomaly map I showed you a few days ago showing 44 degrees Fahrenheit, hotter than the average, where they had to make a whole...
I'm worried about the Nipah virus. I think that's what it's called. The nipple virus. The Nipah, the nipple, the whatever virus. That one kind of worries me a little bit, because they've been doing a lot of talking about it, and I don't know, it's kind of scary, let me see what else I can find for us to watch. Moon Henry always has some good stuff, man. He really does. Let's see. Minutes of Horror is really good. I like Minutes of Horror. Let's watch. Let's do another Moon Henry from.
Do y'all still believe that everything is normal on the Earth right now? Open your eyes and wake up. What the heck is going on?
There we go.
Let me show you everything that's happening right now. So what you see up here is a crazy
this is from a week
wildfire
ago.
happening
This
in
is,
Spain. And by the way, fires are happening everywhere on the Earth, and we will look at them in 1 second. This was Las Vegas today. What in the world would cause every single light pole, I think like 60 light poles, to all come out of the ground? That's pretty weird, guys. Don't even try to tell me, oh, it's normal, it's just strong wind. If something's normal, you see it all the time. So far, we have 2,300 acres burning in California. Yep, California. Didn't hear about it? This right here is from Greek Island, Crete, and it's so freaking crazy. Look at them approaching the island, and the whole thing is up in flames. I wonder why. Meanwhile, we have the Japanese volcano still just blowing out ash and soot everywhere for weeks in a row. The Turkey fire has just gotten freaking outrageous as you see people running away from the approaching fire. All these other videos are also Turkey. And did you know we have another Saharan dust storm on the way to the United States?
I wanted
what,
to
you think
pull
it's
up,
normal for it to be this
video to
frequent?
make sure that
That's
I can,
funny because the people who
was
actually
being
study
heard
it,
when I
they
talk,
don't
'cause,
believe it's normal. They think
sometimes I'll
something's
do
up.
it in my,
By the way, I'm not calling it Saharan dust. They are calling it that. Meanwhile, we have
Microphone
these
won't work.
ominous clouds that block the sun every
Look at how terrifying that is.
Scare
Like,
all
I would
the
be
people that
convinced
are
that's
around.
like a tsunami coming. I've seen too many movies, and I would have been convinced that's definitely a tsunami. And I would haul ass out of there. That's it. I've never seen a cloud like that.
I've seen this
that's
on 3
terrifying.
beaches in the past few days alone. No words, no words. But yeah, everything is normal, right? Now let me show you something insane. This was 2014 and 2015. They were showing you what it's gonna look like in 2050, and we're there now. But I've already showed you
Right.
the trends, how it all
So-
works
so
out, what crazy storms are
we're
on the
ahead.
way, and also
Great.
that everything is frequency. By the way, the show goes on. Bail denied. Let me know in the comments how long do you think he gets out? A massive fireball just fell from the sky
What
and
about
shook
that?
up whole
What
state.
about that Diddy shit? What about that? Oh my God! You know, it makes sense now why none of the other celebrities were narking, you know, or like snitching and saying shit like Justin Bieber and people like that. When no one was saying anything, they knew he was gonna get out. They knew he was gonna get off. Giggity. Like they knew he wasn't gonna spend his life in prison. So they knew they better keep their mouths shut so that when he gets out, he ain't taking the freak off city with the only thing on the menu is baby oil. So you know. But I bet he snitched on others, though. I bet he snitched on other people. Jay-Z, Beyonce. Man, I don't like them. I don't like either one of them at all. I think both of them have like sold their soul to Satan. You know, I watched this video about Katy Perry. It was a very interesting video. And how when you stand for everything, you really stand for nothing. And that's Katy Perry, in a nutshell, is someone that stands for everything, but ultimately means nothing. Because, alright, she started out as like a Christian singer, right? She wanted to be a Christian singer. I'm going to turn this light out and see how things look, because I don't like the way my camera looks. Be right back. Okay, what I'm going to do is I am going to trash everything. None. Okay. We're just going to leave it like that. Well, we can do a little bit of filtering. But what was I saying? Ah, shit. I forgot what I was saying. And that was probably a good topic too. And now I'll never remember it because it's gone to the ether. And yeah, okay. I think that looks a lot better. Cool. All right, back to Moon and Henry. Oh yeah, the Beyonce, man, but they are evil. There's some and it was Katy Perry. I was watching the thing about Katy Perry because you know she was like a Christian singer when she started out, right? And had the blonde hair and all this shit. She was a little Christian singer, and then she goes on and literally says she sells her soul to the devil. And then she does, I Kissed a Girl and I Liked It, and then went on from there. And was the first artist to ever have 5 number 1 hits off of one CD. They had her everywhere. Everywhere you fucking went, Katy fucking Perry was everywhere. And then her fuck up was when that whole Me Too movement started. And she's with this music director who is supposedly doing inappropriate things with another artist, Kesha. I have no idea who she is. I just know the name. And but you know, Katy Perry's all this woman power and Me Too movement, but doesn't say shit because that's the guy writing her songs, making her a multi-millionaire. So she don't say shit, which shows she's a hypocrite and stands for nothing. Then she shaves her head and looks stupid, and then like her music completely plummeted after that, and now she's doing the crazy wacky shit that you see her do that I don't even think is her in half of the performances. I really don't. I don't think it's her in half of the performances. It doesn't look like her. So it's crazy. Hollywood is Hollywood.
What? We'll get to that in 1 minute. First, we have another double sunset going on. Wonder why? You heard that, right? That's the saying of 2025. I'm not a theorist, but as people wake up. So this right here is not the sun. What is it? Arizona, 7 p.m. That is the sun. So if that's the sun, what is the glowing orange, reddish ball of light going down over here, you guys?
That's the you know, the thing that's a 1 in 1,000 year event where it looks like there's two suns lowering. That one's in a 2,000 year event. It's just a figment of your imagination. I mean, what are you talking about? What's tomorrow's news? Tomorrow news. 10 little girls get washed away. You know what I'm saying? And which is terrible. God, that's so terrible about those little girls. Man, I pray that they're alive, man. And if they're not, poor things, man. That's horrible. And the fact that I believe it was man-made makes it even worse. Remember Asheville, North Carolina? When that hurricane came through and completely fucked them up big time, and it's still, even though the news doesn't talk about it anymore, they're still real fucked up. But a company is coming in that will be drilling for something that there's tons of in that area. And that's lithium, which will be used in batteries. There is a company being built here, not even 10 miles from my house, that works with batteries and separates components in them. So do you know where these good old batteries are going that's made with these lithium ion batteries? They're going to be you ever wondered how these AI robots are going to walk and talk, what the battery source is going to be, what the power source is going to be? That the lithium ion, like, it's going to be crazy shit. Like, what do you think this robot's going to run off of? D batteries? No. These little AIs, they're getting more powerful. The VEO3, I don't know if you guys have seen that. I wish I wouldn't have waited so late to come on and talk to you guys, because it's 1:55 a.m. in the morning. But the VEO3 is making it to where it's going to be next to impossible to within a year, most of what you see online is going to be AI. Guaranteed. Most of what you see online is going to be AI, especially on YouTube. There's going to be so much shit where, because it's available to everyone. You can get the VEO3 from some Google thing for $250 a month. And you can make that realistic shit that, hang on.
I released 100,000 killer bees in my bedroom. No plan B, no plan A either.
I've been buried alive under 10,000 pounds of beans. Let's see if I can get out.
I gave my credit card number to the dark web just to see what happens.
Now, do you remember the Will Smith eating spaghetti a year ago? Maybe a year ago? Look at how much it has advanced in 1 year. What happens when the VEO5 comes out? You won't be able to distinguish. I mean, look at this is just version 3, and whatever they allow us to have.
They haven't eaten me yet, so that's a good sign.
The powers that be have probably 100 years more advanced technology than what they're letting us
They
have.
begged me not to eat this fruit, but I felt energetically drawn to it.
Day 143 of rebuilding the Great Pyramid in my backyard. 15 years, 2 divorces, 1 restraining order, and today I found Bigfoot. I'm about to drink the Atlantic Ocean. Let's see if 41 million square miles fits in one man. Today, legends.
I mean, it's absolute insanity. Absolute insanity, the stuff that people are going to fall for it because it worries me like politicians get on, they could act like politicians and say something, they could do something that's not good, man. They could start a fucking world war over AI, and it's scary. It's really, really scary. I'm gonna hang out for a few more minutes. I played Dragon Ball Legends, and and it updates every night at 2. So I'll probably. Almost 2 o'clock now. I'm gonna come back. I'll be back sometime. And until next time, take care. Be safe. Keep your eyes to the skies. Face infinity without flinching.